Hello everyone, so today we are chatting about Book of a Month, and this is something that I run at my company called and we have various books like business books, and today I'm reviewing Daniel Priestley's Key Person of Influence. Now if you're wondering why this book is on the table, I'm going to make a comparison to Atomic Habits by James Clear. But the book Key Person of Influence is a book that I heard about when Daniel Priestley was interviewing with Ali Abdaal, and I found his business concepts were very interesting, and so I wanted to read more and find out what the book is about and what he's talking about. So the Key Person of Influence is all about one person in a business that can elevate the business beyond its capabilities. I'm giving examples like Elon Musk. Elon Musk has a much bigger following than the companies underneath him, for example Tesla and SpaceX. Also Richard Branson, he is the key person of influence for the Virgin Group. He is much bigger than the company. Now the way Daniel Priestley came up with the concept and how this idea came about is he ran a marketing events company, and he would invite speakers to come and speak at events. But the thing is, they landed on 5 things that they looked for about what makes people worth having as a speaker at these events, and then he discovered what he would call the 5 P's. So there are 5 things that they looked for when inviting speakers to speak at these events, and the 5 things that he talks about in the book and teaches is in this particular order: that the person has a good pitch, that the person has a product that they can sell, the person must be published or have a published book or be published in social media, they must be able to find them on Google, so have a good profile, and finally be willing to partner. And the book explains broad concepts in all those 5 areas and what you can do to improve them. And overall, I think it's a great book. One of the great things that I discovered as a result of reading this book was that it gave me a sense of an idea. There's a concept called, I think he refers to the Eiffel Tower concept, where if France is a business and you have a key person of influence, that is like the Eiffel Tower. Now, if the Eiffel Tower was the only asset or the only thing people could go to, then there's nothing to shop around the Eiffel Tower. But what the key person of influence allows you to do is that Eiffel Tower is attracting people all around it, and that's where they do business. A great example of this Eiffel Tower concept is Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, he owns Wrexham, or a portion of it. He has a gin company, and so the crazy thing is this, and also he's the guy who acts in the ads, so he is the key person of influence. Everybody wants to do business with those things because Ryan Reynolds is the face of it. So overall, I would rate this book for the average person about an 8 out of 10. I think the only thing I didn't really like about the book was it gave broad points, but to me, I want to know, well, what is the steps? What can I do? And it felt like I would need to work more with Daniel Priestley and his company than just taking the book and it has all the information that I need in order to become a key person of influence, not just tell me these are the 5 things. And I'll finish with an example. When you buy and read this book, great book by the way, Atomic Habits, it's so practical and so useful that the book is a great product by itself. You can take all the steps and you will have a better life because of implementing the things in the book. Key Person of Influence does a similar thing, but it does make me feel like, is this it? And it does make me feel like I want to do business with Daniel Priestley. And in fact, that's what he says. That's the reason why I wrote the books. And he did the same thing with 24 Assets, Key Person of Influence, Entrepreneur Revolution, where the books are written in a way that makes you feel like you want to work with his companies more than it being a book that is fantastic and that's all you need. But overall, I would rate this book quite highly. I actually want to continue making a Book of a Month video, and so that was Key Person of Influence. If you like this type of content and you want to watch more, you can click here for the next video. Otherwise, you can consider subscribing. Cheers.